Welcome to Hobo Nazi. Today we're talking about how to lay tile and backerboard specifically. So what we've done here so far is I've already gotten started. I've laid out a whole bunch of this backerboard. It's like a concrete mixed with some kind of silica or some shit so that it makes it kind of rubbery and flexible, about as flexible as concrete can get. And it just creates a nice substrate for the tile to go on top of. Below that substrate, you have to have mortar. So I just mixed up a bunch of mortar, and it's slaking right now, and it's about ready. I'm gonna whip it up one more time. Looks good to me. You want it to be a consistency of kind of like peanut butter, kind of like frosting. It'll feel more like frosting. But before you do that, the first thing you want to do is lay out all of your shit and cut it to where it's going to be. Clean it up, vacuum the shit out of everything because you don't want any bumps. And then keep a little bucket on hand so you can clean your tools. It's got just a tad bit of water. All right. From here, you got a little scooper. Oh, maybe that's about perfect. No, that's a little thin. It's a little thin. That's okay. We're just gonna work with it. Or I could add a little bit more. They have precise instructions, but this time I kind of ignored them because I was already downstairs and I forgot the gallon bucket. It's probably too much. Then again, we got to fill that little hole right there. Okay. Okay. Then you take this particular tool. It's a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch here. That makes sure that it ensures that your shit is exactly 1/4 inch tall, and it's definitely looking like I poured too much. It's no big deal. We're just I'm gonna scoop a little up over here, a little over there. Maybe it's closer to being exactly right than I thought. Okay, use your tip there for the tight edges, a little thin. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And you can kind of mash it around whatever shape you want. And now I've made a little mess on that, but that is okay. It's all hunky-dory here. Careful not to scrape anything like this, like I just did. But we've got markers that'll cover that up. So spread that on over, and just want to make sure there's no high spots, no low spots, because that'll affect how your shit does. Then throw this in. There we go, and there's my line. I have a reference line there, so I know about how far it is, and I want to keep it at least 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 away. There's my reference line up there, right there, so that it's got a little room to expand and contract. And the only thing left to do now is screw it down, and we're doing that at around 8 to 12 inches. The point being just to keep it moving in the meantime, and also if there's any bumps or anything underneath there, it just damn it, hang on a second. There's no magnet on this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 in there, and I think that'll be good. And then I'll move on to this next one. I hope you learned something. I just learned this. I think it's awesome. I'm always happy to learn new things. Have a good day, and eat steak.